Good morning, traders. Stephen Davis, RJO Futures, Senior Market Strategist here. Happy Friday to everybody. Here to talk to you about the grain markets this morning. We're just running in place this morning. Corn and wheat are unchanged. July beans are up 3. November beans are down 3. We really have a benign weather forecast here. So any rallies in corn, for example, there should be selling opportunities the way the weather looks right now. It's kind of funny. I'm already hearing reports of a 15 billion bushel corn crop, and certainly that corn is not in the bin, so be careful with that. Exports were this morning, and they were good. The corn exports were to the upper end of the trading expectations. There were no cancellations in old crop soybean exports. Traders were expecting some of that. And then the wheat numbers were to the higher end of expectations. It's not the time of year where we focus on exports. All the farmers are in the fields getting the crop planted. But continue, the demand for these grains is going to continue here. So Monday night, we're going to get crop progress, and you're going to see the good to excellent in the corn and the 75% good to excellent. So we're off to about the best start that we've had in quite some time. So that'll be important here Monday night. Soybeans, the imports, China's imports of meat in the last 10 years, I think it's going to continue in the next 10 years. China, their pork is such a big theme to their economy, and China accounts for 50% of the production and consumption of the pork in the world today. So some clients call me sometimes and they say, Steve, China's buying U.S. pork. Well, China buys more pork than the next 10 clients combined. So I really think this is going to continue here as far as the eye can see in our lifetime. So it's exciting. I get excited about talking about it. We're going to continue to talk about it. So we've had record imports of soybeans here into our country. They've come into North Carolina and Virginia recently. So that's one of the solutions here. We don't have any soy in our country, and we've imported them from Brazil and Paraguay and things like that. So record imports of soy into our great country here, USA. The wheat market doesn't have any friends, and the volume here in these grains, it's been down compared to the midwinter. So traders are really not sure what to do. So be careful with that. Personally, I like spread ideas. There's certainly no guarantees, but if you want to talk to me about some of these seasonal spreads we're looking at, it makes a lot of sense. And I think that's a good way to play the markets here going forward. So Monday night, we'll have crop conditions. That'll be important. The next crop report is June 11th, so we'll get talking to you about that. And I want to say this too now, June 20th is kind of a time of the year where we'll get a feeling of where these crops are and how we're doing. Back in 2012, it was the drought year, and June 20th, we had no subsoil moisture, so it was a drought, and we were concerned. Now we'll kind of see next week will be June, and kind of June 20th, major analysts will tell you that's the time where the crop's okay, the crop's not okay, and really the important theme is it's dry out there. It's dry in Nebraska, it's dry in northern Illinois, it's dry in parts of Iowa. We need rain every week. Normal rainfall is the key. They're calling for rain next week every single day, so that'll be important. And that's the theme that's going to drive the markets next week. And if this benign weather is forcing these managed funds to liquidate some of their long positions, and that's what's going on. So have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week. And thank you. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.